That mean I gotta go do it.
Yeah.
Because like I say, you don't think you got your face called on your word. Yeah. Especially if we black men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lose
you messed that up easy. I'm talking about like they throw that away real quick.
Come on, bro. Like you can't
throw that F on you, throw that felony on your record, just going.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's back to protecting the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like everybody's a brand. Like we can look at music. Music in everyday life is the same thing when it comes to certain, you know what I'm saying, positions being played.
Right.
And when you look at it like that, that's how I integrated my life in, you know what I'm saying, into the music stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying, like I gotta manage my home life in order for my business, you know what I'm saying, and my artists to be straight.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? So people when they come like this managing stuff and you really got real life going on outside of this, like that's when you know you will have when you got a good manager. You know what I'm saying? When they can balance. It's all about balance.
Using the field. For real.
Are you ready, Katie?
Pull up in a spaceship, feeling like the Jetsons. Probably out of the universe, driving on a mission. I've been searching for a while, chasing all the visions. Burning all the reefer up, feeling like the Jetsons. I'ma be supreme, yeah, it's be supreme. I'ma be supreme, yeah, it's be supreme, yeah. Hop up out the space, cool, we gon' find a place to go. I'ma be supreme, only pearls we be facing others, yeah.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Be Supreme Spotlight. I'm your host, Boosie Dawkins, and we got another special episode today. We got somebody that's a unique position within the music industry, and I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself and tell y'all where he from.
Yeah, my name Breedo. You know what I'm saying? My slogan is stand on business because that's what I do. I'm coming from South Carolina, but I'm registered for Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, you're originally from Gainesville, Florida. So how old were you when you moved?
Like last year of elementary school.
Okay. So do you think you got any of the Florida traits still left in you?
Yeah, man. I believe so.
Yeah, man. Okay. So what? Like I said, you got a unique position within the music industry. Tell the people a little bit more about what you do.
So I came out as a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my title, whatever. But then as I started like looking more into it, I think I do a little more than what you know what I'm saying the normal managers do. Like when it comes down to everything pertaining to the artist, because I essentially started operating like just a one-man label. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do everything. I enrolled in school at Full Sail University, you know what I'm saying, to get my master's, you know what I'm saying, entertainment business, so I could understand the whole realm of it. So that's why I incorporated the stand-on business, because a lot of people leave, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of money on the table, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get screwed over because they don't really understand the business.
Right.
So I look at it as, you know what I'm saying, something like, I got my undergrad in sociology, you know what I'm saying, understanding the people. Mm-hmm. So I took the counseling route before I even, you know what I'm saying, got back into, you know what I'm saying, the music stuff. I always got all the homies around it. You know what I'm saying, all my homies know the music game, so it's just like...
And you know, it's crazy, my degree is in sociology too. I graduated from A&T sociology.
Okay, I graduated from Bethune-Cookman.
Okay,
yeah.
HBCU, yeah. So that was an interesting jump though. What made you go from sociology to that? Like what?
Like to the music?
Yeah.
So
well, I guess it'd be a better question to say what brought you to sociology first.
Because you know what I'm saying, I was, you know what I'm saying, still like young and still trying to like find myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just knew like I liked people. Like it was always easy to me, like you know what I'm saying, to deal with people and to understand what people, you know what I'm saying, they can like go through. So I went to, you know what I'm saying, like school just to be able to have the back end of a degree in what I already knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going in there, you know what I'm saying, blind, like I didn't know what I was going to study. I always knew, you know what I'm saying, like what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the manager stuff. I was managing already for 3 years before I decided to go get my master's in it.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm doing is going back to get them, you know what I'm saying, getting them credentials.
Just the paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody can't take it away from me. You know what I mean? Because I stand on business, you know what I'm saying? And part of standing on business is having the proper paperwork, you know what I'm saying, in place to represent yourself and those who you serve.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For
So
sure.
you got to stand on it. So like me, I'm in this to help people, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to guide people. I ain't here to screw nobody over. I'm here just to, you know what I'm saying, really stand on business and show people you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't asked for no handouts, ain't nobody give me no handouts, and I'm around people that do, you know what I'm saying, music all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I decided to build it up, you know what I'm saying, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying, different than the route that everybody else was taking.
Yeah, and I think that's dope that you chose that type of route. I mean, I wanted to ask you about the sociology thing, what led you down there, because for me, it was like I purposely picked sociology too, knowing that I wanted to get into filmmaking. I wanted to do documentaries, like so. It's the study of people, and that's general to the study of people. So once I got into it more, it helped me start understanding numbers, start understanding like my customer, everything, and that's I feel like that's kind of background that you could use for a lot of different fields, for real.
Right. Yeah, like when you Google sociology and the branches off of, like, you can even be a lawyer off of sociology.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so broad.
Right.
So it's like it's not really you know what I'm saying, a degree or something that puts you in a box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those broad things, and I'm a person that don't like to be put in the box.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I served in the military. I went to war and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you done did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not a person that likes to just stick to, you know what I'm saying, one thing. But I feel like I found a niche in this, you know what I'm saying, to keep going in it, and I don't feel right doing anything else but this. You know what I mean? So,
and I think you're gonna definitely win a lot more than the standard person, because there's not a lot of managers just taking it serious enough to go get that education. Because it's just the paperwork, but you also getting a lot more. You learn a lot more of the fundamentals that they're not gonna get. Like they're not gonna get nowhere. You can try to look up certain things, you can try, but when you sit down and get in that general education, it's a whole different thing.
Right.
So that's got to be respected.
Right, for sure. Yeah, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to be taken serious, you gotta go do certain things. You know what I mean? You can't walk in a room. You know what I'm saying? You go in the rooms with some of these people, they may not tell you what degrees they got or whatever, but they got them. You know what I mean? That's not gonna be the highlight of the conversation. But going inside the room and you got a big name stamp on you, you know what I mean, from a college, you know what I'm saying, or university, that's gonna make them respect you a different type of way.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But outside of that, like me, I demand respect when I walk in the room anyways. So only thing that do is just add to, you know what I'm saying, who I already am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take me serious. I'm here to do business. That's, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it taken care of. Like, if we ain't talking business or we ain't talking elevating, nothing like that, I don't even want to be in the conversations.
Okay. So talk to the artist right now. Tell them, what is it that you feel like you could do for them? Like an artist that they might be looking for management right now, or they don't even quite understand what management is for them, because like I mean, some people think they know, some people don't, but really a manager can become almost a parent. Like,
sure.
Depending on how hard they really going for
like,
their people.
Like, yeah, like it's basically like being an adult parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's more of the artist than the manager, but like the percentage that the manager got, like, it's big, it's pivotal in what, you know what I'm saying, what the artist really got going on. Because if that manager ain't really, you know what I'm saying, like standing on business, you know what I'm saying, make sure the artist taken care of, you know what I'm saying, the whole operation gonna go down.
Right.
Because the one person that gotta be clear minded, you know what I'm saying, and focus on, you know what I'm saying, putting a good craft out is the artist. Yeah. So what it is, the manager is basically, you know what I'm saying, like the dump for the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might sound bad, but it's not. Like, you have to take care of the stuff. They're dumping stuff onto you that you got to take care of in order for them to create. You know what I'm saying? And as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, like, the best leaders are the greatest followers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody on the same page, everybody, you know what I'm saying, looks for the same goal, it don't matter what role you're in, because at the end of the day, you'll see everybody as equal because y'all going towards the same mission.
Exactly.
So that's a part of being like a manager. I tell people all the time, like, bro, I'm an alpha male. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stern. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Capricorn, so people already know what that means. You know what I mean? Like we about that business, and you know what I'm saying? Like, don't take it lightly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it can really, you know what I'm saying? It can really get like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just crazy because like I lost my train of thought.
Well, how do you? Okay, with the alpha male thing, you said you're an alpha male.
Yeah.
Has that ever became a issue with like an artist where it's like y'all might have bumped heads? I feel like, because I've talked to a couple managers and artists, and they definitely said that they bump heads with stuff, because sometimes you gonna bump heads if you really get into business, and sometimes y'all gonna disagree on certain things. So
right.
So do you feel like sometimes that happens, or have you learned how to manage that?
It need to happen. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's you know what I'm saying, very good for the relationship between the artist and the manager, because if y'all disagreeing, that means like, okay, yeah, like we actually really care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you can't have a manager that's always a yes man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if the manager always saying yes, 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 like you know what I'm saying, like, even when time he's saying yes, it might not be for the betterment of the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So being a manager, you got to be able to decipher what's the best for your artist. You know what I'm saying? Even when they don't see it for themselves. So you're something like a protector. You know what I'm saying? But a manager is always a guidance, and they always connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. So how long have you wanted to be a manager, do you think?
I've always been a leader. You know what I'm saying? So management is just basically leading. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to, you know what I'm saying, guide people. You know what I mean? I had started my own youth program, giving out scholarships in high school and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to show, like, the youth how to, you know what I'm saying, really do it. You know what I'm saying? I always want to, like, continue just, like, the motto is stand on business. Like, you got to treat your life like a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to continue, like, just moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Within your business, you got to keep building.
Right.
And building. You can't never stop building your business. You know what I'm saying? Because once you stop, your building going to crumble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just keep going. Like, you got to be able to touch everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can touch the dudes in the streets. I can go touch the, you know what I'm saying, the nerd in high school that they say, you know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I'm saying? I can talk to anybody. I can get into anybody. I can make anybody basically just, like, turn up. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel it. It's like a gift. I don't know. God bless me with it. I just know how to bring the best out of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably because I care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a genuine person.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I feel like that's the reason I can probably bring it out with them, because it's a vibe.
That's what we also was talking about. You was elaborating on what you can do for an artist.
Yeah.
What is it that, like, the services that you could do for an artist, you could offer for an artist? Like, what all entitled?
Some offer them guidance. You know what I mean? Like, I know the route.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, come book something with me to understand what the route is. I can't give it on camera, but
you ain't gotta tell them the exact route.
You know
but as far as,
like, I understand what's going on.
Okay, but what do you manage in their life? What would you, like, set up for them?
Shoot, everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically like whatever you need for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna draw a line somewhere, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, essentially, like, when it comes to music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the back ends of really how to get your bread in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And how you got to do it. You got to be a legit business.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people out here walk around, they ain't no business.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can go pull a lot of people's car right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can tell them, like, bro, you doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm finally, like, popping out, because I feel like I earned my respect to be able to speak on certain things.
Right. Okay. So and I saw you at the event the other day. What was you doing in the net? You was in the networking, looking for some new artists or anything?
Man, I was networking, man, for sure.
And my boy, shout out Money Made.
Oh, yeah,
had Made and Friends too.
Oh yeah, it was lit. But yeah, man, like, whenever I'm on the scene, like in the studio or something like that, I'm always working. Because I'm not always looking for, you know what I'm saying, like, artists. I'm looking at how other people, like, move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm learning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, in any environment you can learn.
Yeah.
You don't never know too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can learn something from somebody who just coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody is, like, always gonna be some type of equal. Like, you got to understand, you know what I'm saying, like, the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm. But
at the same time, bro, like, everybody trying to get to the same goal. It don't matter where you are at, you know what I'm saying, on the pace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody going toward the same thing. So if you can pull somebody up, you know what I'm saying, pull them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't hold it.
And I'm gonna tell you, one way I know that you really standing on business is because you talked to me at the event. You didn't get to do an interview when we was there. You said you wanted to do the interview. You hit me up soon as we left and set this interview up. Like, I know, like, you lining it up, you handling your business. You want to know what time you. So I know that you really you saying what you saying what you living by. Like,
right.
It's for real.
Oh yeah.
So, and I respect it.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like you can go a long ways. Like, it don't. And that's kind of a crazy thing with management, because it's like. It also, the talent got to be there no matter what.
Oh yeah, the talent
got to be there.
You
like,
gotta be.
You can do as much as you want.
Yeah.
But if they lazy or if they ain't got the talent, ain't nothing you can do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be not talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then be lazy. Like, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be talented and lazy. It ain't gonna work. You gotta be talented and you gotta have that drive of, like, where I always tell people, like, one person, you know what I'm saying, I don't really listen to his music like that, but like because I look at stuff on different levels, you know what I'm saying? People look at music like for music what it is. I'm looking at like the business side of how they profited the most from it, bro. Like NBA YoungBoy, like his work ethic, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like everybody feel like, oh yeah, you can just go, you know what I'm saying? You can go in the studio anytime you want to. Like people sitting in the house telling people, hey, play my music for them, bro. You got 2 songs.
Right.
You got 2 songs. Like that's not even enough for me to even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no, go get you a catalog.
Right.
Like any independent artist right now, like your catalog should be like, you know what I'm saying, if you really put your bread into it, to 100 and 150 songs.
I mean, just like you said, you talking about YoungBoy. I mean, yeah, he on house arrest, but even before the house arrest situation, everything he was doing, he was putting
crazy.
them out crazy. And he had music unreleased, so much unreleased stuff, everything. So yeah, that work at the whenever it don't matter. Like you said, I understand. I knew you was gonna say that you kind of look at it from the business standpoint because you're looking at how people consuming the music, and even I was looking at I think it was academics. He was breaking down like how the type of money he was making off of the projects, the collaborations and everything. And they was saying he was saying like he was getting like $4 million up front, $5 million for collaboration projects, and he keeping his masters because these albums is not a part of the deal. Because you know what I'm saying, when you do the deal, it might be a 5-album deal, but a collab album not a part of that deal.
Right.
So like he getting that money in his pocket and keeping his masters, and he's still working towards his deal on the other albums.
Yeah, like. Man, it's crazy, like, the way, you know what I'm saying, like, the money that's involved in this music industry, like, it's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, like, while we're speaking on the money that's involved in the music industry, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to speak on the fact about, like, if you got people around you, you know what I mean, make sure them people solid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, make sure them people really want what you want, you know what I'm saying, want what you want. You know what I mean? Because, like, it shouldn't be nobody like thinking they're ahead of somebody or thinking they're not gonna eat. Yeah, bro. It can take, you know what I'm saying. It can take one song to change, you know what I'm saying, everybody's life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying. Like you just gotta keep that grind. It may not come like right then. Like you gotta put that work in, bro. It's people out here who rap for 10 years and they finally get their break their 11th year because they didn't stop. Yeah. You know what I mean. It's people out here who want the stuff now. You know what I'm saying. People just like they just doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, bro, this game get weird because people do anything, you know what I'm saying, just try to, you know what I'm saying, become that one. Yeah. And sometimes, like, when you try to become that one too fast, you never become that one. Yeah. Because you're trying to cheat the process and, you know what I'm saying, all a part of the game, you know what I'm saying, also still staying on business, you got to trust the process. Yeah. That's another, you know what I'm saying, slogan I use. Like, I tell people, like, trust the process. Like, if you trust the process, you know what I'm saying, what you believe and what you want your dream to be, it's gonna come. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, like anything I do, bro, it's Sunday grandma cooking. It ain't no microwave food. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We gonna make sure it's all the way done. We gonna put everything we want in it and make sure it come out the way we want it to come out. Yeah,
basically you ain't just trying to go viral. It ain't just about a viral moment. Like it's good. Yeah. It's good if something pop, but it ain't about just looking for that viral moment because you can do something crazy and mess up your whole name just looking for that viral moment. Yeah. Right. And I mean, I'm big on that too because like I'm not the type person like I want my podcast to go crazy, but I'm not gonna bring nobody on here and say nothing to try to get a viral moment out of it. Like if it happened naturally, then that's what it's supposed to happen. But I never try to set nobody up.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're exactly right, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like in a lot of stuff in life, bro, you only got your face card and your word. Right. Your face card and your word, and your podcast is, you know what I'm saying, part of your face card. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like, this is like artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got people around you, you know what I'm saying, they ain't taking care of, they doing crazy stuff, they ain't taking care of your face card. You got to get them people from around you, you know what I'm saying? Because you the brand, like, you know what I'm saying? Artists got to understand they the money, so like, if you ain't got people respecting, you know what I'm saying, your boundaries and, you know what I'm saying, and your image, you know what I mean, like, it's like, it ain't even really worth it. You know what I mean? Having them people around you because they costing you money. Some people ain't gonna want you to come to their, you know what I'm saying, their venues, you know, because everybody feel like, well, I gotta ride my homie. He gotta come. You just missed out on 100 bands because, you know what I'm saying, somebody done mess your face card up and they don't want you to bring that person with you, you know what I'm saying, but you can come. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like, just protect the brand. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a lot of big artists out there you could look at that say that same thing that you saying, where they'll say they started out in the first couple of years and they have a huge entourage. They have 100 people with them.
Right.
Then throughout the years, entourage gets smaller and smaller to where they basically just by themselves. They don't even really want to be with no security after a couple of years because they just want to be by themselves at that point. And I think that speak to exactly what you're saying. Like you start weaving out like what's pure and what's not, and eventually you can't be in a room with 100 people and everybody pure. Right. Like how are you in a room with that many people, everybody pure? Not possible.
Sure. You know what I'm saying? It leads for. Let me see. How can I put this? I don't want to say it the wrong way. It leads to less distractions. You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, like you got to be focused. You know what I'm saying? And the people around you, they need to be focused on what you focused on.
Right.
Because it only takes one person to not be focused on what the whole team focused on to crash the whole ship.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It only take one, you know what I'm saying? What they say, it only take one bad apple to spoil the whole batch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta, like, I'm gonna keep saying it. You gotta stand on business. You gotta trust the process, and you gotta protect the brand.
So, is it any managers that you look at, like you look up to, or anybody? It ain't. I guess it ain't gotta be no manager, but somebody in the music business that you look at and you study.
I study all the greats. Like I've been studying Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm looking on, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm adding a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, the QC flavor, and then I got my own sauce. You know what I mean? So like I really like study. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like people look at Instagram just as like, you know what I'm saying, a platform where people post stuff. Like I look at it for a whole different meaning. I see exactly what, you know what I'm saying, people are doing and what the industry is doing. Like when they doing certain things, I ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But I see when they do certain things, I see when they, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Study everything, even when they just doing a rollout for something like
exactly,
that's what you studying. That's right there for you. That's easy marketing.
You gotta pay attention to like what's going on.
Okay, what is it about QC that you like watching?
You know, watching? Like, the process where they take to build their artists.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just pulled Glitter Gloss in. Mm-hmm. That's her. Excuse me if I, you know what I'm saying, butcher that name, but I think it's Glitter Gloss. Yeah, the one of Glorilla homegirls.
Oh yeah, yep.
They pull her in, so I'm just watching them, like just looking at the steps and, you know what I'm saying, how they integrate her into, you know what I'm saying, certain environments and like how they place it, you know what I'm saying, when they put her music out, what type of music they putting out, you know what I'm saying, the type of videos they shooting. You know
so do you have any female artists at the time, right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I was working with one.
Okay.
I was working with one, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I seen an interview where Glorilla was talking about her. She said that she was actually rapping before her. Like, she was the one who was going before her. She was supposed to get on with her.
Right.
But her when her song blew, you know, that joint, that's like you say, like, that's one that just went viral. Like, but I feel like certain things, like, you can create a viral, like, movement, but you can do it the right way too. Like it's all about timing too. I feel like sometimes with viral, it's like if you ain't trying to do it for the wrong, cause like if you just want to go do something crazy, you do that anytime.
Right.
But like right now, like it's perfect timing for her. Women is killing the game.
Oh yeah, like
women killing the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, and when it come to managing, bro, like I don't manage a female artist, but like, bro, if you can work with female artists, bro, you can work with anybody.
Oh yeah, they demand it.
Like, nah, it ain't even demanding, bro. Like, females like structure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you like structure, bro. So it's like a certain standard. You know what I'm saying, that a female set. Like, you know, like women, like when they buy their business, they buy their business.
That's the best. Like, it's better to work with women because they gonna be about their business 9 times out of 10.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a lot. I hate to say it, but a lot of times, men, they don't be moving the right way when you be wanting them to. But women, they gonna go ahead and make them move.
They know what they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you can't knock them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but
for sure.
At the same time, bro, like I'm a man and I know what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't really respect nothing or a man who don't really, you know what I'm saying, stand for nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stand for something. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know what you want. Yeah. You just can't be out here just like, I'm on a whole different center right now, but you can't be out here just living. Right. You know what I mean? You got to know, you know what I'm saying, that leads to an early grade. Yeah. You just out here just living. Like, no purpose. You know what I'm saying? Nothing you want to go for. You know what I mean? Like, even if it ain't music, go do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We speaking on music right now, but like, still go for something. Like outside of music, go for something. You know what I'm saying? Music ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Managing ain't for everybody.
Right.
I know it ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, just stand for something and go be something. Don't be out here just living. That's to anybody who out here watches this interview.
Yeah, just have some direction.
Yeah, have some direction.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's managers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got life coaches, which is basically a manager.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like it's managers in all parts of life.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So it just what you want to manage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go move the pieces around, put it in places you want to put them in. You know what I mean? It's little things.
Yeah.
You got to manage your life every day.
Yeah, I was listening to an interview the other day. I can't remember. I think it may have been Steve Harvey or something. He was saying how his manager that he had for like one thing, he took them throughout life. Like that was the same manager he kept for everything. He negotiated real estate, everything for. Like he used it for everything. So like I guess when you really find one that's good, you got that connection with. Like that's a lifetime thing, really.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Having a manager, bro. Like if you find a good manager, like. You gonna know you find a good manager. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna know you find a good manager. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you would know. I can't tell you when you know, but you gonna know. Yeah. Cause it's gonna be like a connection. You know what I mean? And then like, I even recommend trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Try another manager. Go try another manager.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
So you can see what's wrong. Like
you know
what's right. You know what feel right, and now you know this wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it take that some time for some people.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to person, then, you know what I'm saying, then somebody will go try something else.
Yeah, but that take you having confidence in yourself because you know you doing right. You know that your skills is one of a kind.
I don't care how any situation play out. I know I always stood on business.
Right.
You stand on business, bro, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
About nothing.
Yeah.
Because, you stood on business. If business is stern and straight to the right way, like, when it comes to anything, like, that's just like, standing on business is accountability. Mm-hmm. You got to be accountable for all your actions. You got to be able to stand on everything that you do and say. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, when I say something, that mean I got to stand on it. That mean I got to go do it. Yeah. Because, like I say, you got your face called on your word. Yeah. Especially if we black men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lose
you mess that up easy. I'm talking about, like, they throw that away real quick.
Come on, bro. Like, you can't.
Throw that F on you, throw that felony on your record. Just go
That's it.
Yeah.
That's back to protecting the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody's a brand. Like, we can look at music. Music in everyday life is the same thing when it comes to certain, you know what I'm saying, positions being played.
Right.
And when you look at it like that, that's how I integrated my life in, you know what I'm saying, into the music stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, like, I got to manage my home life in order for my business, you know what I'm saying, and my artists to be straight. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? So, people, when they come like this managing stuff and you really got real life going on outside of this, like, that's when you know you'll have when you got a good manager. You know what I'm saying? When they can balance. It's all about balance, you know what I mean? Because, like, shoot, like, I consider myself experienced, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lady and a daughter at home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I can still, take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes you the best manager. Mm-hmm. Being able to keep the house together. Yeah. Yeah.
Handling your responsibilities.
Because I got a little battery pack who 1 year old, you know what I'm saying, walk around the house, listen to everything that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So, like, I got to manage that. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that's good so I can be able to go out here and manage what I need to do and to bring that cheese back to my people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you can't even look like you're crumbling.
Nah.
You can't even look like it.
You can't.
And even if it ain't times it is hard, but as black men, like a lot of times we gotta just suck that up.
You suck that up because like bro, like I don't give a damn how much you complain, bro. Ain't nobody gonna get your ass no handout.
For sure.
I'm telling you, no matter how much you complain, no matter how much you know what I'm saying, do whatever. Like bro, like don't look for nobody to give you nothing. You know, especially you know what I'm saying in this music game, bro. Like don't come here thinking you gonna get some handouts, bro. Nah. Like you got people in here who been doing this for 30 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just saying, they put that work in, they put that time in. It's a grind. You cannot cheat the grind when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, being an artist, you know what I'm saying, or being a manager, or being any type of thing, you know what I'm saying, within in the music industry, but it's a grind. Like, it's a daily grind. Like, if you don't want to grind, do not even think about saying you want to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Or nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, coming to talk to me.
For sure. It's a daily grind.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what you doing. You waking up every day, you eating, sleeping, the music industry, right?
Yeah.
Like, everything.
You know
every day.
Every day I'm looking at something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every day I got to log into a class to go to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no choice.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like, that's what I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm in the studio with my artists now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, doing homework.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the homework that I'm doing is I'm building a plan to help them.
Right. You already working on, like, you working on real stuff.
I'm working on real stuff. So, like, everything that I'm doing, like, just, like, building the, you know what I'm saying, building some type of label or whatever. Like, I'm taking the steps right now, and I'm already, like, whatever I go with my name, my label, that's the project that I'm building right now as I'm going to school.
Yeah.
So I'm I already did it before, so now I'm redoing it, you know what I'm saying, the proper way and building the proper structure, you know what I'm saying, as I'm going to school. So when I graduate in June,
It's already there.
It's already there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I already got everything that I need laid out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is to have them come to you, not for you to go chase them.
Yeah. You
know
got
what
the
I'm
structure for them. Like you said, you watching the right people. QC, man, like, they the new age, like, they the new age Motown. Like, when Motown had all the hits, man, I'm talking about everybody at once. Like, Jackson 5, like, Patti LaBelle, they had the whole list going crazy. QC done been like that, and they learned. And if you, I studied the game too.
Right.
So, like, I watch how, like, they'll sign an artist that's kind of, they almost there, but they also assign an artist that ain't quite there. Because, be real, I feel like when they signed Duke Deuce, he really was not, like, it took a lot of developing.
Right.
Like, which, when you seen him, he was a star. You could tell he's a star because ain't nobody doing what he doing. Like, that's his lane. But it's people that do it, but it just ain't getting brought to the forefront. So that's what's going to make people want to hear it, because the people that's out there still doing it, they want to hear it. But it's nobody on the mainstream, so they go get somebody like that. I feel like he not even close to as big as where he going to be, like, because Memphis is, like, Memphis, period.
Yeah.
Like, Memphis, period, it's just going crazy.
Like, they got a whole, I'm rocking with it, though. I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Like, you got to go like me. Like, bro, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I like listening to mainstream.
Yeah.
But, man, I go listen to them underground rappers, like the ones, the independent artists.
Yeah.
Man, look, I be, you know what I'm saying?
That's how you tap in.
Like, I tap in, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm testing my skills, you know, see if I really know talent or not, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here sending out little songs and stuff to my, you know what I'm saying, to my boys, you know what I'm saying, the ones who know who in this with me. I'm like, bro, they gon', you know what I'm saying, they can go, they can do this. And they say, you know, they gone, yeah.
You know that's what I enjoy doing, calling, seeing, like, you know bro, another year, 2 years, they gone. Like, somebody that I was like that with was Tootsie. Like, bro was like, he might have been, I think he might have been still in high school, but I just seen how he was just a star online. Like, the girls loved him. Like, he was just a star. Yeah. And then, this was before he even got picked up by the label. Then after that, like, he started getting a lot more followers. Then the label came in, and I was like, I know. What was even crazier, I knew somebody, like, that I was working with, I was shooting videos for, and we was going to get a feature from him, right? He was just gonna do a feature for like $250, like $250, bro, like $250. He didn't do the feature, right? And a year later, same feature with like 5 bands, bro. Like, a year later, and then now it's way past that. But like, in a year later, that's why I'm like, bro, it's crazy how time just go. Like, but you can call some people, like, you could just see that star in them. You could definitely see that star in them. Look, Sauce Pack was one of them people too.
Yeah, for sure. Like you know when a person is a star. Like, but it's just like you can know. But the sad thing about it, bro, some of them don't even be knowing it sometimes. Yeah. So that's why I feel like when I told you I got the, you know what I'm saying, the gift of bringing it out of people. Right. I feel like I go find the ones who don't know they stars. Yeah. And try to bring it out of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, some of them semi-know it. You know what I'm saying? They got other stuff going on, but, like, I get them to focus on just, you know what I'm saying, one thing.
Making the main thing the main
thing. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm good at. Like, I don't like somebody that's, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what I say, already there. Like, let me help build you. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's more... You know what I'm saying? I don't like that quick stuff. I like to go through the mud a little bit because you're gonna cherish it more. You know what I mean? Like, I I don't really like quick, you know what I'm saying, put together stuff. Like, even if it's like done at a rapid rate with me, it's still like a rapid rate with me, you know what I'm saying, it's somebody else, you know what I'm saying, slow.
Okay. Cause you being tedious about it, like you really gonna make sure every detail is ironed out.
Yeah,
right?
You know what I'm saying, cause like repetition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, it's all about repetition. So once you know what I'm saying, get that repetition going, and I did it for, you know what I'm saying, so long, and you keep fine tuning your process. You know what I'm saying, I've been fine tuning this machine for 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, so like that's with just knowledge from a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, and right now, like, I'm real locked in with, like, my boys, you know what I'm saying, shout out my boy Nico, you know what I'm saying, shout out my boy Rocks, you know what I'm saying, like, them boys, we really tapped in, you know what I mean, so, like, it was, like, you know what I'm saying, like, Rocks was, like, one of the, you know what I'm saying, first people I really, like, showed, you know what I'm saying, talked about managing with, you know what I mean, so he done seen you progress, you know what I'm saying,
from
like,
the ground up,
you know what I'm saying, from the ground up, he ain't think out, I don't know, he say he knew I was gonna keep going, but you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't even think I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, stick out with it, you know what I mean, but shoot, it's been like over the years, I had brought him a song, I was coming from Florida, I was back in Florida, you know what I'm saying, I was driving up to South Carolina, you know what I'm saying, like, sitting in the studio with him, you know what I'm saying, giving him songs, you know what I'm saying, the mix, you know what I'm saying, or the artists I was working with at that point in time, he mixing them down, you know what I mean, like, then I'm going back to Florida, you know what I'm saying, going to put them on the show mix, we doing performances or whatever, it's just like it was like I was doing the stuff I needed to do right then, but I wasn't doing it on the level that I was now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right. You
know
ain't
what
know
I'm saying?
for sure.
Like, I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I just knew how to do business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what I was doing when I first came to this music stuff, bro. But like, somebody was, you know what I'm saying, depending on me to guide them, so I had to go learn what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
you had to fill it out regardless.
Yeah, I had to fill it out, you know what I'm saying, but I had to go, you know what I'm saying, I had to go be hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, people can lead you to the water, but, you know what I'm saying, like, they can't force you to drink it.
That's a big statement within the manager, like, when you talk about managing, because, like I was saying, if the artist lazy, you can't do nothing with them. Like, there ain't nothing you can do about that.
Nah, you just gotta keep going, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about, like, keep going as an artist, as a manager, whatever you doing.
Anything.
Like, just keep going. Like, because you never know when your time gonna come.
Yeah.
You never know when your time gonna come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We sitting here right now, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, yes, you know, you could be the most popular, you know what I'm saying, podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Interviews, you know what I'm saying, platform on YouTube. You know what I mean?
It's just the work. Yeah, just put in the work, for sure.
Yeah, like, somebody gonna see it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you keep putting in the work, eventually somebody gonna see it.
Like, don't worry about if people watching. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about if your views ain't, you know what I'm saying, up in 100,000s right now. You know what I mean? Like, them good 50, 60, they good. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about if your pictures ain't getting over, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 likes. You got 600, that's cool. 53 comments, that's cool. You know what I mean? But like, it's not about who's watching. You know what I'm saying? How many people's watching? It's the right person watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have 100,000 friends, all the wrong friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they ain't spending no money. They ain't clicking no links. None of that.
Like,
they ain't mean nothing. And there's a lot of people that's like influencers that can't make $1. You see they page jumping, but it can't make $1 because there's a different type of audience.
They're not getting no return on their investment because it's, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, like, that's that microwave stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to build with the ones who've been there with you from day one.
Yeah.
You do that, you build, you know what I'm saying? You really curate and generate a solid fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, go crazy.
Yeah.
You go crazy. Like, you got to really look at, like, as a manager, bro, like, you got to really look at them numbers. You know what I'm saying? And see where see where your hot spots at for your artists. You know what I'm saying? Hit them hot spots.
They don't know how to, if your manager don't know how to look at them numbers, you need to get away from them for sure.
You do something. If your manager don't know how to set up all your profiles and know what you need to generate, you know what I'm saying, like, your money, you know what I'm saying?
Get you some money immediately in the music industry.
Yeah.
My boy can get you some money immediately in the music. Yeah. Not like, next year when the label come in, we gonna get some money. Like you making music, you gonna make money.
Yeah, it might not be the big money, but you should see some type of money if you out here doing, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like music, bro. Like, you gotta really understand, like, if your manager ain't talking to you about paperwork, like, bro, like, don't even, and they talking about, like, getting percentages and all stuff like that, like, no, they gotta draw up contracts. It's contracts out here, you know what I mean? But, man, look, if y'all wanna do it right, man, tap in, man. I ain't hard to find.
Tap in with my boy. So, is there anything else you want to let them know before we get up out of here?
Man, just tap in with me, man. Hey, man.
Let them know your social media.
Oh, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, man. BR33DO_, man. At Breedo, man. Tap in with me, man. I'm not hard to find. Shoot me a DM. I respond. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stand on business, man. Like, music. You know, everybody in the music industry, just stand on business. It saves you time. It saves you headaches, man. Just do that paperwork, man. I know so many people, when they hear paperwork, you know what I'm saying, like they get tight, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because they feel like, why I need to sign paperwork? We ain't making no money. Man, that's to protect you and that person, you know what I'm saying, like that person can be putting in on your studio time. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got to get a little return on their investment. And if you rocking with a person, and the person is rocking with you, when it comes to paperwork, man, them people gonna sit down there and sign that paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Because they actually believe and they gonna trust that process. You know what I mean? If you preach paperwork and you say paper, scissors, somebody, you know what I'm saying, they get a little standoffish, leave them alone. You know what I mean? Because this is about business. Protect yourself, you know what I'm saying, protect people around you. Stand on business, man. I really push that P, man. Put, you know what I'm saying, that proper paperwork, man. P squared, man. Proper paperwork.
Yeah. So, tap in with my boy. Tap in with my boy. I appreciate you coming through No Stress, hollering at me, my boy. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Keep it in the streets.
Pull up in a spaceship, feeling like the Jetsons. Probably out of universe, driving on a mission. I've been searching far and wide, chasing all the visions. Burning all the reefer up, feeling like the Jetsons. I'ma be supreme, yeah, let's be supreme. I'ma be supreme, yeah, let's be supreme, yeah.